guys. Hello. Hi. I am finally back again. I said I wasn't gonna wait long, and then I did. Don't mind my laundry. I have been just so tired. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have just been like doing a lot, and I've been tired, and then I just haven't even had the energy to film. So I think I mentioned this in a previous video. We moved. So I live like an hour, 45 minutes an hour from my daughter's school. So I'm up very early, like 5:45, and I'm like on 2 freeways. It's just so much, the traffic, rush hour, the crazy people, because they cannot drive here in Florida, and an hour to get her to school, an hour home, and then an hour to pick her up from dance, and an hour home. So I'm always tired. I feel like I'm like in the car so much, and then when I get home, by the time I do dinner, homework, I have nothing to give, and I'm like, I need sleep. Today I took off work, which I really shouldn't have no business taking off, but I had to sleep. My daughter is in a dance competition, right? She's on a dance competition team, and we had convention and competition this weekend. I'll probably insert some photos, but it was a lot. Like last year she did like a mini convention, but it was like one day, and it was cute. They learned like a jazz routine, a hip hop. I think maybe she did that, but like that was it. But it was like fun. People had like face painted, like whatever. This convention was serious, and I mean, like literally, she went to school Friday, and then she had convention from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. and she had an audition, which she did not make. I'll get into that in a minute. And then the next day, Saturday, we had to be downstairs at like, I think 7:15, and she danced from 7:15 to like 2:15 with like a 45-minute break, and then she had competition, and she had two dances back to back. And then the next day, Sunday, we were up early because her team competed at 7 in the morning, and we wanted to go down and support. So I mean, like every day we're up at like 6 in the morning. It was completely insanity. I felt like I was the one that was like working out and dancing, because you're like back and forth to the room and down, and then like they're like doing convention in their room, and we were allowed to watch, but then like I would go back with the mom, so we'd be drinking and hanging out. Then I would go back and check on her, and it was just like a lot of walking back and forth. So I was like just as speed as she was. No, well, not really, but I felt like it. But like literally every night I rubbed her down. Like after she showered, I gave her like a full body massage with like BB oil and like cocoa butter, and just like massaged her. And I swear, like every night, like in 2 minutes she was asleep. And then it was time to do it all over again. But like it was a lot. I don't know like if any of and gymnastics are like a lot. I know there's other sports that are a lot too, but I don't know. I feel like between the makeup, the hair changes, it's just a lot. So we get there Friday, and she's taking like all these different genres of classes, and then there's like an audition, and she didn't make it. Like my daughter, she's good, but there were kids better, you know. And I know her strong suit is not like ballet, like, you know, like jazz. Like her strong suit is hip hop, and she loves jazz and lyrical too, but it's not like what she's best at. So this was a hip hop audition, and so she didn't get it. She was crying, and she was like, "Mom, I worked so hard." And I was like, "I know, babe, but it's okay. Like, you just gotta keep trying hard." And I was like, and this is a lot. Like, it's been a long day. Anyway, fast forward to the last day. They're back in convention on Sunday, working, dancing. On this day, they literally didn't have, like, they had one 15-minute break. One, okay. And I think on Sunday we had to be downstairs like 7:15, and she started dancing like 8, and we were done at 3 with one 15-minute break, okay. And she was like exhausted, but never showed it or like complained or anything. And then they had like a little award ceremony. It wasn't like your typical like dance award where they like judge all the dances. It was really different. So they gave like special awards out, like a judge's choice award or choreography award. It wasn't like you were competing against like all of the kids like in your age group or whatever, and they were like it wasn't like first, second, third place or anything like that. So then they were giving out like scholarships and stuff to like nationals, and we're just like waiting, you know, like calling everyone's name. And then all of a sudden I hear number, and they say her number, and I'm like, my eyes I'm like, because like I don't expect her to win. Like, this is her first convention where she's dancing like 8 hours every day, and they're like really good kids there. So they call her name, and they say Dallas, and they name her Gym, her studio. I almost fainted. Like, I honestly, it's like a blur. I keep replaying it in my head because it was such a moment for her, like such a confidence builder. I remember turning around to my girlfriend and going, "Oh my God," like we were screaming, and I looked at her and she was like grinning ear to ear, but I don't like remember her walking up on stage or anything like that. I think it was all like a blur. This guy was sitting next to me on the floor, and he was like, "Do you have a kid here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, my daughter dances." He was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Yeah," because like honestly I wasn't expecting her to win anything. And then when they called her name, I was like, "That's her," and I pushed them so hard. I was like, "I'm so sorry." And I was like, "Oh my God," like I was crying. And my husband, like, so he was like outside in the car because it was long, and we had to check out like at 12, and by the like 11, and by this time it was like 3, and he was just like, he would come in and watch, but then he left, come in, back and forth. So it was just like outside, plus like it's playoff time, right? He was like, "You need to keep your answer yourself. I was like, I know, but it was like pretty amazing. So I'm trying to figure out like if we're gonna go to national. Like I want her to like experience that because I feel like it's gonna be like more intense. But it's so much money. Like, okay, so I'm like her dance team. We've been raising money because it's something like $35,000 for our studio to go to nationals. So I think we raised like almost all of it, but I was looking at the paper for like her, like she's for the scholarship she won. I still have to pay something, and then my hotel is like $1,000, and then you gotta eat, right? And they're gonna want to buy merch, and also if she has like an audition again, and if she makes it, I have to buy the costume, and I have no idea what that's gonna cost. It's just like I feel like I want her to go, but can I really go? And it sucks because like this last weekend we had between like convention, hotel, and eating was like 1,000, and then we have like a meet in 2 weeks, which I think I've decided that I'm not staying in a hotel because this is very expensive, and I just might drive back and forth. Like I try to make it convenient for her, but like it's just a lot. And then I'm going to New York, and I need to like really be saving for that, and that's right the week before national. So I don't even know like how I'm gonna make this all work. And I don't know, like I told her dance studio like this is her last year because I can't really afford it. Like it's so expensive, and the fees are going up, and we're far. Like the saving grace now is they pick her up from school, so she's in the after school program, and then she can be in dance until I get off. But we moved, and they're not picking her up from her new school, so then it's like, how would I get her there? Yada yada yada. So I'm thinking about maybe putting her somewhere closer to where we live, but she's just like developed these relationships with these girls. They're like a family, and like the parents and all of us are like really cool, like family too. Like I don't know, like I'm nervous. I don't want to go somewhere where it's like the moms are catty and like the kids are like mean or like talking about each other, trying to be like better than the next. Like I feel like where I am now is really down to earth. The parent, like it's just great. It's a really good vibe. But we shall see. I don't know. So I'm exhausted. Like I feel like my body's been beat up. I can barely keep my eyes open. Like today, I had to go. So like this week she doesn't have dance, but they have picture week. So they do like a showcase at the end of the year, and she's in 3 dances in the showcase, plus her 2 dances that she does competition. So she has her 5 costumes. So I have to go this whole week with her costumes and do hair and makeup. Like the minute I get off work and shoot there, it's like it's crazy. So I'm so sleepy. Like I literally did that today. Like I slept, and then I rushed there, did her makeup, hair, put her in costume, rushed back, dinner. Then she has like testing. So we studied a little bit for that, and it's like late now. I'm literally gonna like shower and go to bed because I try thing. She's like, no, dance is a sport. I want to dance. I'm like, well, maybe we can like take a class or two. You don't have to be like on team, but she likes to compete. She wants to be on stage and hair and makeup. So it's like, okay. My mom's like, well, just take her out. I'm like, Mom, you said the same thing when my daughter was in gymnastics. It was like, take her out. And I was like, no, because one, she's good, and two, she loves it. So I'm gonna figure it out. I just don't know how I'm gonna do like the whole nationals thing, because the hotel, like I said, is like it's a lot, 1,000, and then I have to pay maybe like 500 to like for her fees to do a convention, and then eating whatever, and then the next weekend go to New York. The next like 2 days after convention, go to New York for 2 weeks. Like, I need to like hit the lotto. Like, what are we doing? And and then like I was able to actually buy her like a sweatshirt and pair of shorts, because it's expensive. I never buy merch when we go because they want like $65 for like a shirt, and I'm like, nope. But they had a deal, so I got it was like $20 for like a hoodie and shorts. Well, guess what? She left the hoodie there. I'm like, dude. And she was so like devastated and upset, but I'm like, you have to keep up with your stuff. Anyway, I can go into a rant, honey, about the dance. But I won't. But I will like show like photos of her and stuff. Like some of them my husband doesn't really like me showing her. Like, he's all crazed. I get it, I really do. But like, he's like a lunatic. Like, when we come out of dance and she has on like little shorts, he's like, wear your pants, put on your sweatpants, put on your sweater. But I'm like, we're going to the car and home. We're not going to the supermarket. We're not going anywhere. He doesn't care. So I'm like, okay, bro. My daughter in one of her costumes, they danced to Rich Girls by Gwen Stefani. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm so sleepy. Like, I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. I'm literally going to take a shower and pass out. And my mom is coming tomorrow. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited. I'm leaving work early tomorrow because I gotta pick her up from the airport. I'm always ending the video and then I keep talking. I'm going to pick up my baby from dance right after school. Go get my mom, and then my mom is staying with my sister. So, then I'll drop her off there and we'll probably hang out and go to dinner or whatever. But I'm so excited to see my mommy. I miss her so much. The last time I saw her was in October when my daughter got married. So it's not too terrible. And then, I'm gonna see her in July when I go to New York. So, yeah, but I'm so happy my mom's coming tomorrow, so I will show some footage because she wants to do all these things. She wants to go to the beach. It's gonna be in the 90s, like the entire time she's here. And then I know she wants to go to the outlets and eat whatever. She's only here for 5 days. We don't have a lot of time. But yeah, I'm excited to see my mommy. So whenever we go out and stuff, I'll like vlog and show some things that we do if it's exciting. Alright, I'm gonna go for real show you. I did like the weekend prior, I went to a farm with my family, and I just have to edit it, but when I do, I'll show you guys what we did. It was super cool. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm gonna get back in my rhythm, and please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I appreciate it. Alright guys, talk to you soon.